Hello, how are you? Gary Williams here. Now, normally I would be sitting in this chair about to sing a song for you for my Kitchen Cabaret series, but a lot of people have been asking me how I do it, how I put these things together technically, so I'm just going to give you a very quick guide on how I make Kitchen Cabaret. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. So I think there are 5 maybe different elements to this. The first thing is the lighting, and I'm sitting right opposite some big windows, so it's all natural light, which is great because I don't have to pay for or find or use studio lighting, which can be expensive and difficult to figure out. So natural lighting is the easiest thing. The second thing is the camera. I'm into photography, so I've got a nice quality SLR camera for stills, but it's got a video capability as well, which I've never used until now. But the main thing with the camera is that it's got a nice lens. It's a portrait lens. It's a 60mm 2.8 lens. That might not mean much to you, but it means that 2.8 means it's a big aperture. It gives me a very narrow depth of field, which gives us that nice blurry background behind me. The next thing is this little earpiece. Now, I'm not actually using this now. I've put it in just to show you, but when I'm doing the songs, I play the backing tracks from my mobile phone. So I'll talk. When I'm ready to sing, I'll press play. It plays the music into my ear, so just like a normal recording studio, and I sing into the microphone. So I won't go into why this is so important, but it is. It's the only way I can make this work anyway. I'm singing into this microphone. I got this microphone a few years ago. It's called a Yeti Blue. I bought it for recording podcasts. Never thought I would use it for singing into it. I don't know if it's really designed for that, but I'm really happy with the results. I'm surprised. And the great thing about this microphone, it's a USB mic, so it goes straight into the laptop there, there's no interface required. It's a very, very simple setup, and I'm recording all of the talk that I'm doing is recorded straight into Garageband. So let's go over now to the computer to see how I put all of these elements together. So here we are in Garageband, and as an example I'm using this recording of The Best Is Yet to Come, which I haven't edited yet, and you can see quite clearly here we've got 3 different vocal takes, which is what I normally do. And you can also see here these long lines. What I do at the beginning of each take, I click my fingers, and that gives me a nice, like using a clapperboard for a movie, it gives me a nice clean line so I can see quite clearly when I've started a new take. And this shows me it was a new take, and that there shows me that I was talking. I've obviously fluffed it and decided immediately to start another take. So this is the middle take here. Let's try and find the last take, which I normally do. I want to try and find where I start talking at the beginning of the last take. It looks like it's there to me. It is. So I'm going to just move that marker there. Again, I'm not going to give you this isn't a guide on how to use a GarageBand. I'm assuming you know that anyway, and you probably know it a lot better than I do. But I've highlighted the track. I'm now going to just split the track there. I'm going to find the end of the vocal, so where I start singing, which is there. And you can hear all that echo on there, all of that reverb. So I'm going to split that track again there. And this talking bit, I'm just going to drag that down onto a separate channel, and on this channel there is no effects, there's no echo, so that's just a dry vocal. But on this channel we're going to flick up now, it's going to, you can see all of that echo because the settings are different, and you can play around with those, the EQ and all the rest of it, just as you like. So once I'm happy with that vocal, I would listen, of course, carefully to that, make sure that I'm happy with it. And I will also do the same thing with any chat at the end there. So then I'm going to get the backing track, which is up here on its own channel. And this is where the fiddling starts, because I've now got to sort of manually line this track up with the vocal, and it can be very fiddly. So let's have a listen.
Started a great sentiment for what we're all going through now. Frank Sinatra made this famous. The best is yet to come.
So not bad actually, pretty close. Oh God, this does drive me rather mad. I'm going the wrong way, I think. Let's have a look. Still further back more, but not that much. Let me zoom in a little bit more. It's just trial and error. Okay, sounds about right. And then I can play around here with the levels and get it sounding nice just as I want it. When I've done that, I'm going to then save this off. I'm going to export this song with the talk, the song, the vocals and the backing track. I'll save that off as a WAV file, and then I'm going to go over to iMovie. Now here in iMovie I've already got prepared the video track, and this is the same. Going back to Garageband, this is the same as this. I just had the video record the whole thing, okay, and the Garageband recorded all of the vocals in as well. So it is an exact match for this, and you can see here, and I know you can't hear it very well coming from the computer speakers, but the sound that you're getting here is the sound that's coming into the camera microphone, which is rubbish compared to the microphone that I was singing on. It's the same microphone that I'm talking on now. And then I'm going to drag the WAV file over that I've just saved from GarageBand. So this here is going to be dragged over, and then it's the same thing. I've got to fiddly. I'm not going to do it now because I haven't saved it from GarageBand, but I've then got to match the audio up so that it all aligns up perfectly. And again, it's a little bit fiddly, and as soon as I've done that, then I export that and I am done. So that's it. Actually quite simple. I'm not an expert on this at all. There may be much better ways of doing it, but that's how I do it, and I'm really happy with the results. So hopefully I've given you enough information so that you can figure the rest out for yourselves and start doing something like this for your own fans, for your own followers, from your home while we're in lockdown. Good luck.